Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Martin Luther King Day here, January 16th, 2023. I'm Bo McMichael. Sit back, get your popcorn ready. We got three games on tap today. All social media across the board, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. Download that Vimeo app and just watch it live and enjoy yourselves that way if you choose to. It is a footballhotbed.com all-star. Starting over with the freshman class of 2026. I'll be rising sophomores. They played in their freshman year last year. I'll be bringing our two announcers here shortly. Sit back, get ready for an all-star game of epic proportions. Glad to have you with us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, nice to have you with us. Getting ready to start here. Kickoff coming right up.
Live is the place to be for quality broadcast for you to see. They deliver prime coverage like Amazon. No matter what day of the week you see them on, you don't need to double check. The truth is clearer than air. Treat it like a viral video and share. There's no comparison, no equal to mention. You can see for yourself. Let it have your attention. From the beginning, you'll see what you would have hated to miss. And the recapable moments, so keep dropping the hits. Turn up the volume, grab your favorite seat. So sit back right now and enjoy what's on screen. 58 live in the building. Best crew out there filming. 58 live in the building. Best crew out there filming. 58 live is the best in the business. Check out our live cast. You could be a witness. Whether swing of the bat or a strikeout at home plate. No missing the action. There ain't no way. The commentary keep you volleying. Laughs and analysis of the competition. Posting offline statuses. 58 live touches down. It's a score. In the red zone. Tackle 7 more. You know it's a slam dunk. It's a shooting the score. You know the outcome. No defender can stop what's in store. 58 live at the helm is the best.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, about that time, getting ready. They're getting ready for the coin toss based on everything happening across the world. Welcome to Johns Creek. I'm Bo McMichael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman, bringing the National High School Showcase class of 2026. Adam, Craig, how y'all doing today, gentlemen?
Good, man.
Good to hear your voice, sir. Good to hear your voice. Feel like we've been doing this for about 7 years now, so it's always nice to come in and do this a little bit on Martin Luther King Day. It's been kind of a tradition of ours. We've been to multiple places. Give us a little recap of your multiple places of where we went to there, Adam.
I'm not the one with the memory.
I know that's the best part about it.
I can remember doing Johns Creek.
All right.
And I remember doing McEachern.
Yep. McEachern, back in the day, everybody just get up and we packed up everything and headed over to McEachern for the whole day. It was always entertaining and enjoyable across the thought. Craig, any other places that you remember of?
Not right offhand.
Not right offhand?
I remember freezing to death at McEachern. I do remember that. We went to Kings Ridge.
We did. We have different ones across the board. Well, right now, this is the football hotbed showcase. Team Sun versus Team Bark, class of 2026. Got a great crew out there, and bright and early, 11 o'clock kickoff. Adam, Craig, we'll do keys of the game after we see the first series of action between both teams. We won't do any keys because we don't necessarily know what they're going to do across the board here. What do you like about the idea of the opportunity for these freshmen, Craig, to get an opportunity to play in this all-star game?
Anytime you get a chance to put something on film, it's a good thing. And then when you get the chance to play against really good players, it just makes you better. So that's the one thing I would take about it from a positive right there. You're getting to play another game of football. You're getting more film, and you're playing against great competition.
All right. What about you, Adam? The pros and the cons in playing in this particular All-Star. We're going to see all three divisions of team players that are getting that opportunity to play next year. Well, last night we had a chance to talk a little bit about and see the seniors in action, class of 2023. We'll recap that game here shortly after their first time out. What's your thoughts about it, Adam?
Well,
Go ahead.
the downside is going to be a lack of chemistry because you're not used to playing with one another. The upside of this is always, anytime you're playing, and even if you're dominant, the big question from college coaches is going to be, well, who was it against? What did they look like?
Right.
What kind of player are they? They're going to want to see the quality of your opponent becomes very important as you get deep into the process of recruiting.
Okay. And, this is early on when we're talking about rising sophomores. They just finished out their freshman year across the board. We're live from Mount Pisgah Athletic Complex in Johns Creek, Georgia. I'm Bo McMichael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman, our crew here inside the studio with Maya producing. And on the cold end of things, we've got Robert Reed, Nate Robinson, Dylan Turner, Dorian Johnson, and Joey Russo on site. Should be a wonderful evening for our afternoon, morning, and evening for football. They are a 2-hour game, 10-minute quarters. They moved pretty fast last night. Would you say that, Craig?
Yeah, it was. They did a really nice job. They answered some questions with the officiating crew in that last game when they were trying to figure out blitzing and who identified and all that.
There were some fired up folks there for a second.
Yeah, there were.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch, though. You didn't want them. It showed that they had there was some will to win because they were definitely fired up about a couple of those calls late.
Yeah, definitely would agree with you on that part. So, all right, well, we're getting ready for kickoff here. Gentlemen, I'm going to let you take it over and let you call a little football. We'll get those rosters to you here shortly. Sit back and enjoy the class of 2026 football hotbed. It's a hotbed world. And if I did that incorrectly, I'll blame that on Adam Collins, man.
Yeah, I'm a good person to blame.
Buddy, it's an old saying. Just if you don't know who to blame, you blame Adam if it's an old saying. So
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. It looks like we're going to be 15 minutes on the clock, not 10. We'll see if that changes back to 15. We'll keep you. Nope, they threw it back to 10. They just messing with us. All right. Well, gentlemen, take it over. Enjoy it. Class of 2026 here live on Score 58 Network. Sit back and enjoy.
All right, they're lining up for the kickoff.
And these camera angles, man, last night they were on point, especially when you got the behind the offense or defense view. It is outstanding. But looks like it's going to be a nice day today. Temperatures will eventually make their way into the 60s. Not to be like it was last night when it was 32 and, nice and frigid. As you look right there, Team Sun. I love the uniforms. It gives me a very Arizona State feel.
It does have that look about it, doesn't it?
It does.
And just for you at home, Team Sun in the yellow, Team Bark in the red. Looks like they're ironing out a couple of quick details here.
Looks like they're looking for a football.
Well, as a quarterback's coach, you don't want them kicking a quarterback ball.
I do not.
You
do not. $90 footballs do not react well when being kicked.
They warp rather quickly, especially when you add weather into that.
That is true. You can't play the game without it. So, still waiting. And now all specials are kickoff and kickoff return are live. Everything else is punt.
We've seen a transition to that.
Yeah.
So once upon a time, All-Star games kicking wasn't live, but kickoff return.
Now we're looking for the chain crew.
Has become live. If you, as a parent, you got a chance to get up close and personal on chain crew.
Welcome to the annual football hotbed.com national showcase freshman game. To make all great commanders coming out to support.
There's the crew.
All right, so we got a chain crew, so it should be time for football here in Johns Creek, Georgia.
It's a beautiful facility.
It is.
Field is such a good investment. And there's the kick.
Goodness gracious.
And it's all the way to the end zone.
That will be a touchback. Ball just hammered. I mean,
That ball's going to come out to the 20, which is typical, except for Texas. Texas ball is actually brought out to the 25.
and so last night, there was a touchback last night, and the ball was brought out to the 25. And then there was 2 more after that, and it was brought out to the 20. Because I paid attention.
Well, I will say with as many postseason games as there are, sometimes keeping all the rules straight can be difficult. Some officials have difficulty during the year, so. And it looks like maybe they're going to have to kick again.
I don't know what happened.
I'm assuming offsides. Did you hear a whistle blow it ready for play?
That may be what it was. Maybe the white cap wasn't ready. And that's the only thing I could think of because they didn't back the football up.
Okay, so that's got to be what it is.
So he kicked, giving him the thumbs up now, yeah.
There's the whistle.
So, okay. So we are about to get this National High School Showcase for the class of 2026 underway here in Johns Creek, Georgia.
Nice deep kick. Carries him into the end zone, though. And so that's going to be a touchback yet again.
So he's 2 for 2.
Indeed. 2 for 2. Game just started.
That's right. So get our first look at Team Sun's offense. So as you just heard, the ball will be placed at the 20, where it will be 1st and 10.
I like the yellow helmet with it.
I do too. Now, last night in the game that we had in the class of 2023 National High School Showcase, they started off pretty lenient on the delay of game penalties, and then as the game went on, they started cracking down on it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Well, they're already counting it up there right now.
Well, inside zone.
Wow.
Uh-oh, see ya. No, great pursuit right there. I thought that was fixing to be it.
Gain of 38 on the first play from scrimmage by number 10 for Team Sun. That'll bring up a 1st down in Team Bark territory at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, you get a steady diet of that from me if we're going to have those kind of results.
I mean, he makes a nice cut and then uses his speed to get to the edge, makes another nice cut back at the 50 and picks up another 8 yards. So, you get 38 on 1st down. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you got a good chance of getting the 1st down.
You do that.
If you get 38.
You do that twice, you're probably in the end zone.
Well, yeah. Or really, really close.
That is true.
Doubles look for Team Sun.
There comes
And
there's
there's
your
a delay. So now it's going to be 1st and 15.
Delay of game on the goal team.
So Team Sun will be in a doubles look right here.
Looks Looks like they're going to get some heat jet motion coming across from right to left. Pressure immediately in the center of the pocket. Quarterback tucks it, tries to run.
He gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down and 15.
Good play right there by number 3 to come up and make that play for Team Bart.
In and out of the huddle much quicker now.
Same look for Team Sun.
And if he gets to the edge up there, this could be an issue. Nice move. So gains of 38 and 31. No, excuse me. Gains of 38 and 25. My bad. I'll get this math thing down pat at some point in time in my life.
I thought he was going to go outside the block of the receiver. It's a good block out there on the perimeter, but he decided to go inside. I think he could have gone either way.
The ball is spotted at the 18, 17-yard line. So Team Sun with our first trip into the Score 58 red zone today.
Change of backs, number 20 in. Trips into the boundary.
This is a run to the field. Or the fade.
Feel like the receiver slipped down.
Intended for number 2, Cannon Kersey.
A lot of area out there when you put trips into the boundary. They can either adjust to the trips into the boundary and, you know, give you the one-on-one matchup to the field, or they can play the field and give you the quick screen into the boundary with numbers.
Yeah, you got to kind of pick your poison there.
So 2nd and 10 from the 17.
Jet, good job getting up underneath right there. But good pursuit by Team Bart. Number 3 again. If I'm not mistaken, that's his 3rd tackle of the day.
It is.
He's been rather active early.
He has that gain of 4. Will bring up 3rd down and 6 right here for Team Sun.
And run to the field here.
That's what it would. That's what you think would happen. But oh, nice move right there. Guess who's making the tackle again?
They tried to go ISO right there with the sniffer and just never really got off the ground.
And they'll bring up 4th and 8 right here. Actually, we're at 4th and 9, so it was a loss of 3.
You know, out of that same formation, I really like the counter, bringing the sniffer back across, having everybody block zone to the right, bring it back across and kick out like an old school G.
Yep. Be interesting to see what they go with right here. They're going to get here. You got trips into the boundary again. I'm thinking fade to the field on 4th and 9.
It's definitely a throwing down.
There's the quick screen into the boundary.
And it's going to sail.
And that'll be a turnover on down. So a nice drive for Team Sun. Doesn't end in any points, but, you know, got a couple of first downs. Moved it in 6 plays, went 69 yards, 2 first downs. Ran the ball 5 times for 69 yards right there, Coach. Did not have a completion. So it ended up being a 7-play drive. Started at their own 20. And now Team Bart will take over at their own 17-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Team Bark.
True gun set. Looked like they were trying to run the ISO to the left side.
Goodness gracious.
Good leg drive right there, kind of pushing the pile. A host of Team Sun members on the pile.
That's number 3, Coach.
Yeah, I think he's.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and about 6 after that. Well, it'll be 2nd and 7. Gonna throw it down the sideline. Ball
Nice
is caught. What
grab.
number? Is that number 6? What a throw, but what a catch. Just runs through it.
Yeah, I thought that might be picked.
Well, that was a throw from the 20. So when I see where the spot is. So a 30-yard completion right there. And a 1st down.
First
But
completion of the game.
this has been, you know, really up-tempo and fun to watch. As you can see the football hotbed sign in the back right there.
Contrasting styles.
Yeah.
Going to be blown dead.
I think they're going to call them false start.
Yep. I think you are correct, sir.
And as I said last night, those are not bees. It's just a drone flying by the camera. So 2nd and for, should be 1st and 15, correct?
Yes. They just had the big completion. That was the next play, so it's 1st and 15. The down marker actually agrees with me.
Yeah, that's right. There's your delay of game.
It's just so hard. I mean, it's hard already getting in and out of the huddle with an experienced group that's used to playing together.
Yep.
But then you add everybody's new. It's a new offense. It's, you know, you multiply the complications. Good tough run up the middle right there by number 3.
So after the 2 penalties, number 23 takes the football for 9 yards and makes it 2nd down and 11.
A great first down run.
Absolutely.
First down and 20.
And that was the play they had called when they called the, you know, the false start, and he looked like he was breaking into the secondary, but went back to it, picked up 9 and bring up 2nd down and 11. Nice job of moving.
Looked right there like maybe he was looking for the jet man in the flats.
Yeah, and a nice job of getting out and then trying to put it on the receiver, just threw it a little bit behind and almost ended up being an interception. So 3rd and 11 right here. Ball is at the 49-yard line of Team Bark.
1 minute, 23 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Trouble handling snap, able to get it out. Nice throwing. Well, they're going to say
Incomplete.
it's incomplete.
Pass was broken up by number 44 right there, and that is Joel Sejour from Covington, Georgia. The pass was intended for number 7, Dre Reading from Douglas County High School.
Out to kick for Team Bark, number 7, Dre Reading, out of Douglas County.
So that punt travels approximately 28 yards, 29 yards, and it will bring up 1st and 10 for Team Sun at their own 22-yard line. And what has been a pretty solid, first half right here. We've had some explosion plays, Now that we can, we have a kind of an idea about where everybody's going with this. It'd be interesting to see, how they attack, spreading this out. So number 18 leads out Team Sun. That's Dylan Rose Bailey from Riverview, Florida.
Oh, there he goes, fade down the side. Oh! Pass intended for number 2, Cannon Kersey out of McDonough, Georgia. Unable to find the ball. Glanced off of one of his hands. I think he lost it.
Bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball looks to be at the 24-yard line. The last drive you saw for Team Sun had 7 plays, 68 yards, and had 68 rushing yards. Most of them at the hands of this man. That's number 10, Jarion Campbell from Powder Springs, Georgia.
Tackle made by number 8, Keyshawn Alexi out of North Paulding in Dallas, Georgia.
And that's a 1st down to bring up 1st and 10. Ball is at the 42-yard line after an 18-yard run. So he's had runs of 35, 38, 25, and 18.
There's a snap. Quick, nice.
Whoa.
Ball caught right there by number 3, Nicholas Buggs out of Campbell in Smyrna, Georgia. Tackled by number 9, Caleb Post out of North Oconee in Bogart, Georgia.
14-yard gain and another 1st down.
I think they're going to call quarter right there.
It is.
Coach Chapman, players here from Georgia, Florida, Illinois, Texas, and North Carolina today.
So we got a nice start to the game with some, just some, people having to do some, travel here. As you can see, our game stats up there.
For last night's All-Star game.
Yes,
sorry about that.
That's all right. I had the recap right here.
All right, go for
it. So the first points of the game came from Team Sun after they went 76 yards, and the big play in that was a 48-yard. I called it a catch. Stats called it a rush, and it culminated in a touchdown pass. The next drive was 75 yards for Team Bark. A big play in that was a 47-yard completion down to the 1-yard line. It was finished by a 1-yard run. After that, Team Bark had played great defense. Got a short field, converted a 26-yard field goal for a 9-7 lead at the half. And then after a couple of turnovers in the 3rd quarter by Team Bark, Team Sun on a 15-yard run by Devon Wilson from Jonesboro High School was able to take the lead 14-9, and they would never give it back.
Couple little highlights right there. Nothing gigantically edited. Apologize for the anticipation of the slow motion. Probably should have just did real live in action. Nothing slow because it was going all over the place. But we'll work on that and get you a little bit better highlights for this game coming up. Here, start of the second quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Greg Chapman and Adam Collins here live on the Score 58 Network, class of 2026.
First and 10, Team Sun at Team Bark's 44-yard line.
Rose Bailey takes a snap, gives Campbell off the right side, and Campbell runs into a pile. Looks like good for about 4.
That is 4. It'll be second down and 6 at the 40. And Campbell's going to have to. He's going to have to figure this thing out, Coach. I mean, he started off with a 38-yard run. Then it went to 25. Then it went to 18. That last one was just 4.
You can't go backwards.
I don't know what we can do with this. So second and 6, ball's at the 40 of Team Bark. No score here early in the second quarter.
Trips to the field. Rose Bailey scrambling. And I don't know how everybody missed him right there, but he just kind of like sidestepping, and guys, he was in a crowd. Actually a decent scramble, you know, considering the situation he was in. In on the play, of course, number 3, Cleveland Gary, out of Miami, Florida, for Team Bark.
I'll have to do some research here in a second. So, third down and 3. I'm thinking and expecting number 10 to get to tote the rock right here. And I would have been wrong. Speed out.
Nice catch, but nice play right there. Ball caught by Nicholas Buggs out of Campbell. And he's tackled by number 7, Dre Reading, out of Douglas County.
That was a really nice job. Just a 1-yard gain, so it'll bring up fourth down and 2. First time I've ever seen the left tackle stand back with the quarterback to get the play. I respect it. And they just
swarming right there was Team Bark.
And that will be a very short gain, if anything at all.
Looked like number 22, Chandler Hall there first. Chandler out of Marietta, Georgia, out of Marietta High School.
And that's a turnover on down. So we've had back-to-back, well, we've had 3 possessions and 3 turnover on downs, Coach. But it's been kind of a fun like that right there.
No, there was a punt.
That is correct.
We did have a punt.
The second drive was a punt.
Yeah, I remember because it was Mr. Reading, number 7, for Team Bark that punted the ball.
So now.
That's crazy that I remember something that you didn't.
Oh, well, you know. Anthony Powers from Live Oak, Florida, in now for Team Bark at quarterback. And this is a wide trips formation right here.
Looking the quick screen, I thought they'd throw the back that was flaring, but
I thought they were going to throw the quick screen and lateral it to the back who was running out there. But that was a nice throw and catch to Skip Smith from Sonoya, Georgia. Gain of about 6, so it'll bring up second down and 4. And when I hear Sonoya, Georgia, I assume that that would be Eastern Coweta County High School.
That would be my guess.
So second and 6.
That last tackle made by number 9, Thomas Williams out of Villa Rica. Powers able to hold on to the snap there. Lots of pressure. Escapes to the left.
Powers carries for 4.
I mean,
nice job of not panicking. Gain of 4 and a first down for Team Bark.
Tackle there made by number 5, Markel Coffee out of Hampton. Powers takes a snap, gives off the left side. The helmets are rolling.
Gain of 3 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 7.
That ball carried by Ashton Gaucher out of Campbell. Crowd has lots of advice. If there's one thing you can count on the crowd for, it's advice. Jet motion from left to right.
Oh, nice job.
Oh, good ball work right there.
Really nice job by Anthony Powers. Reading the backside, pulling the football, picking up 7 and a 1st down right there.
Yeah, it's a little tricky.
He didn't panic when he had the little, the snap was off center a little bit, and he probably screwed up what they wanted to do on the play. He was very calm, maneuvered himself for a 1st down. And as you said, that was really good, deft ball handling right there. We're going to get a timeout right here by Team Bark.
Yeah, deception is such a tool on offense. Is to be able to, because he fooled the camera.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I was following the back.
He did a really nice job. And he did also the best thing about it was did the job of getting the football and the read made, and then everything from that point on was just very smooth. There didn't look like there was anything wasted. Stepped around the defender, picks up 7 yards, steps out of bounds. Ho hum, let's go do it again.
Yeah, no need to take a lick if you don't have to. Smart quarterback play.
Mm-hmm. So right now there's been 4 plays for 21 yards. They've already gotten 2 first downs on this drive. Been very impressed that, we've got 2 teams right here. Both of them, have kind of gone to a tempo look. Looks like they're getting hand signals from the sideline, and that's an impressive retention for just being there for a couple of days.
Right. Motion from left to right. Looks like they're going to hit him for false start. Somebody moved.
Yep, it'll bring up 1st and 15 at the 49-yard line of Team Sun.
Not what you want when you got things rolling a little bit, but
be interesting to see if they stay with the same thing.
try to get outside. Unable to. Going to be a loss of 1.
So Gary gets the ball, carries for a loss of 1. Nice job of pursuit by Team Sun's defense right there. Doing a nice job of setting the edge and then rallying to the football. Be interesting to see if they go to number 6 right here. He had a big catch on the first pass of the game.
There he is in the interior position of the trips. Just barely able to get rid of the ball. Lots of pressure right there on Powers.
And that'll bring up 3rd down and 16.
Number 70, Ethan Sampson out of Roland, North Carolina. Breathing down his neck. But Powers able to get rid of the ball, so going to live to fight another down here.
So 3rd down, 16. Nice job of stepping up in the pocket.
He's going to be.
Oh, the ball's out.
Uh-oh. And I think that's going to be our first points right there. Picked up by number 5, Markel Coffey out of Hampton, Georgia. Touchdown, Team Sun.
And that was about a 64, 65-yard return for a touchdown.
Good job by Team Sun defense popping that ball out.
Yeah, you know, when Power stepped up in the pocket, you know, he's starting to step up and run, but he never could get the ball tucked away. And the pressure from behind knocks the football out, and it becomes a gift right there for Markel Coffey.
After they do this extra point, we'll go back to the highlight here of that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, not a problem. Old man okay over there?
He is all right.
All right, I'm just checking on him, man. I know I got his mic shut off, so allow him to get his coffee and get some water underneath him. I know he was clearing his throat. Yeah, I took you off, brother. But you're back on.
Okay.
All right.
I was looking for Garcon, but.
What do you mean, Garcon? I got water. I just didn't want to come back in. Do you need some water, buddy?
Well, I was thinking something fizzy, but.
Okay, I can get you something fizzy too, okay?
Fizzy.
Yeah, grown man says fizzy. Any chance he gets.
I don't hate it.
No.
But, you know, heck of a play, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm loving life right now because when the defense is scoring, it's going to be a good game.
That's right. Defense has scored. You know, I've kept the football for team, you know, if you're Team Yellow, you've had the football for 14 plays. Team Bark has had it for 12. So pretty evenly set up right here and a pretty even matchup. We got one defensive score. Team Yellow is going to go for 2 right here. Took the delay, so now it's back at the 8.
Rose Bailey out for Team Sun. He's going to put it up to the corner.
Oh, what a throw and
it
catch.
is caught. And it's in. Caught by number 7, Brant Williams out of Stone Mountain, Georgia.
I'm talking about that was thrown like they played together.
Listen to you.
I mean, when he got to the top of his drop, the ball came out. And here's the replay. You can see right here, you got Powers. You know, he's going to get the drop. 42 from Team Sun. That's Ben Mansika from Smyrna, Georgia, forces him out.
It looked like the fumble was caused by number 54, Nerve Sayin out of Alpharetta.
Just like that, first points on the board for Team Sun. With that 2-point, you liked the 2-point conversion, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, we'll watch that. That was a good throw and catch right here, like they played.
I'm sorry, that was Josias Dorr out of Latonia. I apologize. Number 54.
Caught it right over the top of his shoulder right there.
Absolutely.
Nice.
A perfect throw, nice route. You know, just a quick smash concept down there at the goal line. So it looks like the kicker is going to kick for both teams, correct?
It would seem so. Either that or he's lost. I believe that's number 3.
And that would be Gabriel Perez kicking.
Nice kick, caught it about the 2. Trying to bring it back around the right side. And he's going to be tackled by a host of Sun team members. Good coverage right there on the kickoff. Ball returned by number 1, Chance Delk out of Lilburn, Georgia, Parkview High School.
Tackle was made first by number 30, Eric Johnson from Lawrenceville, Georgia. I think he was helped by number 15, wide receiver Malik Pinson from Miami, Florida.
Okay. That's a pretty good haul.
I would say so.
I'm guessing Texas is probably the furthest.
It looks like it.
Killing Texas, but there's Brookfield, Illinois. I'm not familiar with where Brookfield and Hinsdale, Illinois. Been to Miami.
Never been there, been just outside of it.
I've only passed through Illinois.
So 1st and 10, ball is at the 20.
Fires. Uh-oh. And we might already have our player of the game.
Absolutely.
That ball's picked off by number 5, Markel Coffey. Right now, he's got a fumble return for a touchdown and an interception return that was almost a touchdown.
And he is having – he also had, a nice tackle early on in the game. So it'll be first down and 10. And they're going to get the personal foul late hit. So they'll be starting not only in the score 58 red zone, but they'll be starting inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. I mean, and then talk about a way to end a half. Pick up a fumble, run it for a touchdown, get the interception, start inside, just inside the 8-yard line. So first and goal from just inside the 8 right here for Team Sun.
Mr. Coffey having a whale of a game, at the very least a whale of a first half. Rose Bailey at quarterback. I would anticipate a Campbell carry here.
Got to get it snapped.
Yeah, you're going to have to hurry. There's a snap. Quick throw. Nice catch right there.
Pass caught by number 82, wide receiver Kamal King from Miami, Florida.
Forced out by number 9, Thomas Williams out of Villa Rica.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up second and goal from the 8.
I say that it was Thomas Williams and company.
Oh, there, yeah. About the same spot, so second and goal for, I guess they give him a yard just inside the 7.
There's Campbell on the carry, met quickly.
I think he got tackled by his own offensive lineman more than anything else.
Well, number 22 was there to help, Chandler Hall out of Marietta.
So you got third down and goal from the 5. After that, 2-yard gain. So if I'm doing anything, I'm handing the football off 2 more times right here. Oh, he's wide open.
And there's the hold. It's going to bring it back. Rose Bailey scrambles to about the 3. And they got a hold. Holding on the offense. Looked like it was on number 76 based on the dejected look. That's Jalen Caldwell. I'm sorry, Jalen. I know what it's like. The only time your name gets called is when there's a penalty.
So now what was third and goal at the 5 is now third and goal from the 21.
Looks like maybe there's a change at quarterback. Is that Malik Pinson coming in to play quarterback?
I don't know. I think he was just asking what the route was.
Okay. You're right. All right. Rose Bailey still at quarterback. He drops, steps up, fires downfield, has a man wide open.
Yeah, touchdown.
And the ball is caught.
That's number 43, Samuel Coleman from Miami, Florida, with the 21-yard touchdown reception.
Overcoming a little adversity right there is Team Sun.
And really nice job. I mean, you're going to draw attention whenever you send Campbell in motion. And, it looked like they may be thinking that they're going to try to throw something short, get some yardage back, and have a better chance to take a shot at the end zone. No, they're just going to throw it to the end zone. Really nice throwing catch. Nice job of high pointing the football right there by Coleman. So 2-point conversion try.
give to Campbell, and he's swallowed up in the backfield quickly by number 52, Kelvin Allen out of Lithonia, Georgia. Tackle for loss there.
That was a really nice play. But it is a 2-score lead for Team Sun at 14-0.
A minute 14 left in the half.
But so far, I mean, I've been very impressed. I know that the 2 turnovers, but if you look right here, just stepping up in the pocket, doing a nice job, and then to go get it at the highest point, because number 7, all right, for Team Bark right there, you know, Dre Reading from Douglas County was just, you know, a step behind making a great play and knocking the ball away. So 14-0, Team Sun, Team Bark looking to kick the football off. Doing the kicking duties will be Gabriel Perez from Homestead, Florida. Mr. Perez gets that really deep running start at this thing. Checks and make sure he had the whistle clearance.
There's the kick. It's high, but returnable. Dropped, picked up at about the 6-yard line.
Now, if he turns this corner, if he would have turned the corner right there, I mean, he gets to the 23-yard line.
Dre Reading on the return. I thought it was a mistake to delay like that, but, you know, sometimes when you do, things open up.
Yeah, I just think it should be mandatory that all kickoff returners that I coach drop the football so that everybody gets out of their lane.
I would have been having an aneurysm on the sideline screaming, run. You know. It's one of those things where you're like, no, okay, never mind. Do what you got to do, buddy. Those deals that come by the sideline, you're like, hey, man, that was awesome. Don't ever do that again. You know. Sharp takes a handoff, or gives a handoff right there. Is that number 23 on the carry?
It is number 23.
Number 23, Ashton Gaucher out of Campbell. New quarterback in the game, Ethan Sharp out of Hapeville Charter. Sharp takes a snap, looking downfield. Oh,
hello.
Under pressure, and he is sacked by the defensive line.
Number 42, Ben Mansika from Smyrna, Georgia, was the first one there. He was also the defensive end that created the pressure on the fumble return for a touchdown. And with 4 seconds left, Team Bark has called timeout to talk it over and see if they can get something going right here before the half.
Glad to have everybody with us here. We will go away a little bit at halftime. This will be the only halftime that we'll take a pause and come back to you. Halftimes are 5 minutes long, so stay with us. We'll put a clock out there and a little timer for you. So we'll be able to recap the first half when we come back. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with Adam Collins, Craig Chapman, Maya Barrett, and the whole Score 58 Network family. I'll get my mouth put together eventually here. Gentlemen, 14-0 for first half. Really, it's been a tale of one player, number 5, really kind of making the change on both of them, picking up the fumble, running it back, and then the interception that led to this touchdown. What do you see that Team Bark will need to do here at halftime?
I mean, I thought they were doing well. They're just turning the ball over. That's.
I would think if they had one thing that they would work on, it'd be shoring up the protection, because, you know, the first pass of the game was just an absolute dot for 30 yards, and since then pressure has really destroyed what they want to do in the passing game.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely look for both y'all to give me some keys of the game coming out of the second and coming into the second half for both teams, and seeing what they're going to need to be able to do to hold this 14-0 lead by Sun, and can Bark jump into it.
Sharp maneuver in the pocket, fires downfield.
In and out of 2 yellows right there. Two Sun guys there. We're thinking we're going the other way very quickly.
Yeah, that was intercepted twice and dropped twice.
Hence the push-ups on the field.
Yes, absolutely. Saw that happen in a ACC game, and the team who was doing the push-ups got penalty.
Really?
Yep, sure did.
For what?
Said it was unsportsmanlike conduct.
How's that unsportsmanlike?
Because they had
It's just an old saying, Adam. Just an old saying. Hang in there, buddy.
just
Listen to him.
so you can tell this is forever. There is a long way to go right here. So this is you have to think this is the last play of the half, right? It's 4th down.
You would think. Nice play right there by number 54 for Team Sun, Josiah Door out of Lithonia.
So with that play, that ends the first half with your score. Team Sun 14, Team Bark nothing.
And just like that, we'll take a pause. We'll be right back with you here on the Score 58 Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming back at halftime with a good old-fashioned halftime analysis. Got our game stats. Let's see what we have across the board. Adam and Craig, overall, what would you say? Total offense, total defense? What team is dominating the other? Go ahead, gentlemen. Look at the stats and give me your insights.
That's about what you would expect right there.
The tail of the tape is what?
Well, the turnovers,
Yeah.
the 2-0 and the turnovers.
Right.
I think it's been very well played. 7 penalties between two teams for a game you had 2 days to practice for. That's not bad. The 95 yards rushing have been mainly in part because of Jarion Campbell, 38-yard and 36-yard passing. There was 30 yards on one play for Team Bark. But, the 133, it's really, you get the fumble return for a touchdown and you get the 21-yard touchdown pass to end the half. But the big stat right there is the turnovers.
All right. Well, Adam, talk to me a little bit about keys of the game for Team Burgundy right now. They're down currently 14-0. What is Team Burgundy going to need to do here for keys to the game? I mean, Bark, sorry.
Team Bark needs to do a couple things. Number one, hang on to the football. Be stingy with the football. And then number two, Coach Chapman talked about it earlier, that the plays are there, the protection is not. They're getting heat. We talked about that the quarterback was sacked right there at the end of the second half, by the entire defensive line. They're just bearing down on them. I would love to see a screen, some deception, maybe some three-step drops, some quick-hitting passes, I think, just to get some rhythm going.
Definitely understandable that. What about keys for Team Sun there, Craig?
Just got to keep doing what you're doing on the defensive side of the ball. You've been really good up front, getting the quarterback off his spot and on the ground. Haven't given up anything big in the run game per se to anybody other than the quarterback. And in the offensive, on the offensive side, you're running the football. Keep doing what you're doing, but finish drives, because they only, they had 2 drives that were, that ended with a turnover on downs before they got the fumble return and then the short field on the interception return. So they need to finish. They've had a couple of drives that were over 60 yards, but they didn't finish either one of them.
All right. Well, getting ready for the second half. Sit back and enjoy it. We have 2 more games, 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. That'll be the class of 2025 next, and then followed by the class of 2024. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman and Adam Collins live here on the Score 58 Network, live from Mount Pisgah Athletic Complex in Johns Creek, Georgia. Gentlemen, take it away. Have a great second half.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of the game here at this 7th Annual Football Hotbed National High School Showcase. This is the class of 2026 game. Team Sun, as you can see, currently leads 14-0. The tail of the game, I would say, is Markel Coffee.
Yes.
Had a scoop and score for 66 yards.
Yeah, it was about 66 yards. And then the interception, he had a nice return down and drew a penalty, which led to a half the distance. So he got knocked out of bounds at the 12. It drove it down to about the 6. And so that, that set up the 2 scores. That's where we stand right now. Looks like they're going to flip the field right here. Team Sun's going to be kicking to Team Bark to start this third quarter. Be interesting to see what Team Bark does and tries to major in when they come back out on offense. So, you watch any of the NFL games, man? You see them rolling down at the bottom? I mean, because
Oh, yeah, I did.
pretty good, pretty interesting weekend of football.
It was. I was surprised by the game right there. I thought the Vikings would win that one. And then, of course, I was pulling for my dude in the second one, or the third one, I guess. And then, I got to side with my middle son and pull for the GOAT this evening.
All right, it is sunny. Right now about 52 degrees in Johns Creek, Georgia.
Actually, really nice football weather.
It sure is.
Nice kick there by Perez. Going to be fielded inside the 5, brought back, and again, nice coverage right there by Team Sun.
Ball was returned by number 13 for Team Bark. That's wide receiver Darian Nichols Campbell from Smyrna.
I think he's
That would
from
be-
Campbell. Darius Nichols.
Oh,
from
Darius
Campbell.
Nichols. And that's from Smyrna, Florida. Not to be confused with Smyrna, Georgia.
See, I might have called his name earlier, said out of Campbell, just making an assumption. Hey,
So-
we've got games coming up. Just stay tuned. We got games coming up at 1 and 3. And for more information, you can go to footballhotbed.com. Hashtag it's a hotbed world. Again, we saw, as we talked about the problem that plagued Team Bark in the first half, back yet again as Powers takes a sack.
And that is Dorr again, who had the forced fumble in the first half. That's a sack. It'll bring up 2nd down and 15.
That's his second sack of the day.
It is.
Powers with a quick give up the gut.
I mean, they're not really getting any push. That was a good idea to run the little delay. Get it to Cleveland Gary for a gain of about 2, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 13.
That was Ethan Sampson on the tackle. Or was that 72? That was 72. I apologize. Number 72, Demarion Manson out of Atlanta, Georgia on the tackle.
3rd down and 12 right here.
And Powers sacked yet again. This time by number 99, Cameron Wilson out of Miami, Florida. Cameron's a big old tall joker. Got that prototypical defensive end look.
And it looks like number 7, Dre Reading, will be into punt again for Team Bark. Short punt. It's going to roll and be corralled at the 41-yard line. So that was a punt of about 23 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Team Sun at the Team Bark 41-yard line.
Good start in field position.
Yes, it is. And, I love the fact that they've got this thing down to a science on what they're going to do, how they're going to, there's no rush on the punt, but as soon as it's kicked, you block. They want to get that return in, and I don't blame them. So it'll be interesting to see. So number 12 will be in the game for Team Sun. That's Brandon Griffin.
Out of Putnam County in Edenton, Georgia. And he pulls the ball.
He'll pick up a gain of 3 right there. Tackle on the play by Reading and Javen Allison from Miami, Florida. 2nd down and 7 right here for Team Sun. Nice job of reading the defensive end, the unblocked defender by Griffin.
Griffin fires out to his right side. That ball skips off the ground. Pass intended for number 15, Malik Pinson out of Miami, Florida.
And it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 right here for Team Sun, and I would be willing to bet that they're looking at this as 4-down territory. So get what you can get right here and see if you can make it, 4th and manageable if you can't pick up the 1st down.
Rolling to his left. Griffin pulls the ball down, and he's going to come up short. Nice play right there by number 40, Lucas Hayes out of Douglasville High School. I'm sorry, Douglasville.
That was a really nice job of cutting him off. I think it's going to bring up 4th down and about 1, maybe 4th and 1, 4th and 2. It's definitely 4th and short, and be interesting to see where they go to with this play call, or if they broke the chains.
This is a definite possibility. Well, it looked like somebody was putting a flag up.
It did.
Having a discussion with one of the coaches, it seems. He doesn't look pleased.
They're going to get a personal foul penalty. So that 4th down and short is going to end up being first and 10 at about the 16-yard line right here.
Yeah, that's one that's going to hurt. I wonder what the flag was.
They said unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, I saw that. Maybe mix them up a little bit.
I mean, it's
Okay.
hard.
Twice, Team Sun's been led into the red zone by a personal foul.
That is when we are back in the Score 58 red zone here at this 7th annual football hotbed national high school showcase for the class of 2026.
Griffin takes a snap, gives off the right side, breaks a tackle. Oh, nice open field play right there. That ball carried by number 20, Aiden Lewis. Nice open field tackle there by Dre Reading, who's having a pretty good game.
Reading is a heck of a football player. Lewis is from Hampton, Georgia, and that purple helmet tells me he's from Hampton High School.
Indeed, sir.
And it will be 2nd down and about 12 right here. And you're going to get a timeout right here for Team Sun. That's their first timeout of the 2nd half.
Timeout on the goal side. 5:19 to go in the 3rd quarter. Your score.
You can hear it right there on the PA, 5:19 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So, as you can see on the screen, football hotbed, hashtag hotbed world. You can see the website to go, www.footballhotbed.com. Take a college tour on March the 17th through the 21st. And the Hotbed 7v7 Classic on January 28th. I mean, football has now become a 24/7, 365 days a year, kind of thing. It was heading that way with the conditioning and the weightlifting, but now, you have the ability to be in 7-on-7 teams and things of that nature, and it's really up in the game and the competitiveness of the game. So,
Scrambling.
he wanted to hold that one back.
Yeah, he wanted that one back. You're right.
He was like, if I throw this, it's not going to be good. So 3rd and 12 right here.
Well, if you think about how much football has changed in college with players now choosing to stay longer,
Yeah.
with the transfer portal, do I want a high school guy or do I want to go pick up a college guy who's looking to transfer? So as a high school athlete, you have to up your game because the ante has been upped everywhere else.
And that's one of the things that Football Hotbed has been doing. They took the class of 2023 to Auburn and to Tennessee. We got to see some pictures of that last night. And, if you look at the schedule that they follow, it's pretty it's pretty intense. And there's one of those, I think that's right there at Auburn. Nice.
Uh-oh.
Wow, cuts it all the way back down to
Nice
the
run right
5.
there. Really nice run right there by number 20, Aiden Lewis out of Hampton.
So it's going to be 4th down and 3. They're at the 5-yard line. Wasn't that ball not at the 12-yard line, Coach? No, it's at the 16, my bad. So it is 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 5. That carry right there for 13 yards. You know, so I guess they marked him at the 6, but it still should be a 1st down.
So 1st and goal for Team Sun.
Already up 14-0 in the 3rd quarter.
Already with a 14-point lead. Looking to pad that. Motion from left to right.
Quarterback back to pass.
Rolling.
Got it right there. Looking
Fires.
for the end zone.
Oh,
Broken up.
That's a heck of a play back there in the back corner of the end zone by number 4, Javen Allison from Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida to break up the touchdown drive.
yeah, that was a tough situation.
It's hilarious. You got one guy's got a hoodie and a sweatshirt on under his pads. The other guy's running around with no sleeves. So 2nd down and goal from the 6. Be interesting to see if they run, you know, that inside zone read look right here. You know, it might be a little bit harder with the safety rock down right there to the field.
Here comes motion.
Jet.
Griffin gives a jet. Ah, stay wide. Cut back right there. Run by number 6, Axel Thomas out of Atlanta, Georgia.
That'll bring up 3rd down and goal for the Gold team.
So it'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 3 right here. They're telling them to huddle, or no, I thought they were telling them to huddle up. They're just giving them the formation. They're doing a nice job of getting these plays in. I feel like a green machine just ran through my ear.
Yeah.
So 3rd and goal from the 3.
Quarterback run by Griffin. Griffin's going to be really close.
I think I can get him down about the 2. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 2.
Griffin out of Putnam County. See where the ball is. The ball looks like it's inside the 1. Or just, I'm sorry, just inside the 2.
So 4th and goal from just inside the 2.
So you're saying if I'm outside the 1, it's not a touchdown?
No.
Okay.
We had this discussion the other day too.
I'm just checking. Just checking.
You got to get the ball snapped. Don't want to take the delay right here.
Oh.
So 4th and goal at the 2 just became 4th and goal at the 7.
Oh, man, I'd be so mad.
I would be too.
But, you know, I give it to the coaches. Good job holding your composure because it is a game where you haven't had a ton of time to work with these kids just because that's the nature of all-star games. Griffin pulls it down, takes off, and nice open field tackle there by number 9, Caleb Post out of North Oconee.
Bogart, Georgia.
Bogart.
Bogart?
I like Bogart.
Yeah, it's a cool place. Pass through that to go to the
Emerson.
family's house.
Emerson, isn't that up that same way?
Hogarth's out 20 East.
Really?
So Team Bark takes over inside their 10, about 92 yards away.
Illegal substitution. So they're going to bag them up. So it was a bad situation. Just got a little worse.
So you're going to get the ball back to now the 4, just about the 4.5.
Because that's the thing you did. You held them, but now your quarterback's standing in the end zone.
Yes, he is.
Ethan Sharp out of Hayesville Charter right there in a gun look. I'm sure looking to get rid of the ball quick. He drops, pressure coming. He lets it fly.
Caught.
Oh, no, there he goes.
96, is he going to make it? Nice job right there, running him down by Maddox West from Smyrna, Georgia. But
Ball.
no, yeah, go ahead.
Ball caught by Johnny Colon out of Brookfield, Illinois.
And that ball is all the way down to the 10-yard line. So that is an 86-yard completion.
Man, great job right there by Sharp to hang in there and deliver the ball, because I'm sure he got blasted. I really appreciate that.
No. They got him down to the 4.
Okay.
So
4-4. So 90?
91. 91-yard completion.
Okay. Give right there off the right side, and I think he's in.
I don't think they're going to give it to him.
They're going to say he's down just shy of the goal line.
And
They'll bring up 2nd and goal.
And I was wrong. It was 92 yards because,
For 1-1, yeah.
Yeah, because,
Math's never been my strong
that's
point.
why I teach social studies.
Bingo.
We also have Big Mike's barbecue ready to go for you outside. And the real tips are special.
So we go to the
Real
fourth quarter.
tips, he says.
Sounds good. Like steak nachos.
Indeed, sir.
We're going to get kicked off the air here in just a second. So
Hey, football hotbed, hashtag hotbed world. For more information about football hotbed, you can go to www.footballhotbed.com. They have a college tour coming up March 17th to 21st, and the Hotbed 7-on-7 Classic January 28th. All fine events and excellent chances to gain exposure.
yeah, last night's 2023 Senior Bowl that they had, the final score was Team Sun 14, Team Bark 9. But it was an outstanding game with a wild finish. Really enjoyed, watching the game, and hoping that we get the same kind of finish right here. Team Bark can go ahead and push this into the end zone and cut this lead in half and set us up for a fun last 10 minutes. Coach, what do you say?
I'd appreciate a fun last 10 minutes.
There you go. So it is second and goal from the 1.
And looks like they're in there.
That is.
And, folks, what looked like it might be a blowout seconds ago. It looked like the Team Sun was getting ready to go up 21-0.
Yep.
And now it's a 14-7 ball game.
Sharp with the 1-yard TD run.
14-6. I believe they're going for 2.
Looks like it. So now the kind of the onus lies on Team Bark's defense to get the stop, get them the football back. So an empty look right here. Oh, just throw the
Fires.
slant. Nicely done.
Good ball caught by number 6, Johnny Colon out of Brookfield, Illinois.
And he has the biggest play of the game on offense for them.
He didn't come down here for nothing.
That 92-yard catch. He's got 120-something yards receiving.
He's having a good day.
He is.
Saying.
You know,
that's right, because he had that big 30-yard catch.
He
to start
did.
the game.
Started off.
Then he just caught a 2-point conversion.
So
he's decided that somebody's going to have to talk about him.
So it's 14-8 here. Just under 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. As you can see, the last of the 6 bark drives for the game. 45 and 25 to start off. The defensive touchdown right there is the story of the game right now. And then the next, there was 2 plays in a row. It was a defensive touchdown off a fumble return and then an interception return to the 12. And then that last 96-yard drive. Coach, they went 96 yards in 3 plays.
If you can do that, things go good.
Yeah, and of course the big play being the 92-yard throw from Ethan Sharp to number 6, Johnny Colon from Brookfield, Illinois. And then Sharp takes it in from 1 yard out. And this is a 14-8 game after Sharp connects with Colon on the 2-point conversion. So should be a fun fourth quarter here.
I would say so. I would expect Team Sun to try to keep this ball on the ground as much as possible.
Uh-oh.
He's outside.
Nice job right there of running them out by number 20. That's Aiden Lewis.
Nice return right there by number 82, Camel King out of Miami, Florida.
22-yard return will set up, excuse me, that's a 32-yard return, I'm pretty certain. And it will set them up 1st and 10. Ball will be at the 32-yard line. And as you can see, like we talked about, Team Bark, their defense onus is on their defense right here to get the football back. And I would expect to see Jerion Campbell carry the rock some right here.
Yeah, I would think so. Just because, again, I'm going to chew as much clock as I know how on what I hope is a trip to the end zone.
Absolutely. So doubles look to start this thing off.
Rose Bailey takes snap, gives to Campbell. Looks like it's good for probably about 3.
Bring up 2nd down and 7, ball at the 35-yard line. Oh, they're going to mark him at the 34, so 2nd and 8.
Speaking of 3, Cleveland Gary at the bottom of that pile.
With another tackle. So 2nd and 8, ball at the 34.
Rose Bailey in the gun, doubles look for Team Sun. There's a snap. Give Campbell off the left side, makes a move, cuts back to the middle. Nice running right there.
Campbell, 15-yard run right there. And a 1st down. Biggest thing about that is that he will move the chains and the clock will continue to move.
Quick throw outside. Good D right there, though.
Pass was complete to Nicholas Buggs.
He's tackled by number 22, Chandler Hall, and number 40, Lucas Hayes.
Gain of 2 on the play will bring up 2nd down and 8.
I like that when the offensive lineman has a back flap. I can appreciate that.
Yes, good stuff. You got to look good when you're blocking for people.
You look good, you feel good, you play good.
He's not dumb either. He's like, hey, I haven't put this on there. Nobody's running up my back.
That is annoying when that happens. Jet coming around the right side. Oh, my.
Hello.
Mr. Campbell with a decleater right there.
Jeez.
Yikes. We saw it.
There are the drives for the Sun in today's game. There were 2 turnovers on down. You had the 24-yard drive with the pass TD, and then the last time 24 yards and a turnover on downs. So trying to continue this drive right here at 3rd down and 9. I mean, it would be they run the football right here, they got a chance because there's really not anybody in the box.
Nope.
Wide open in the middle of the field.
Oh, nice placement right there.
And that will be a 1st down. Really nice read. Throw to number 7 right there, Brant Williams from Stone Mountain, Georgia.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Reading that brought him down.
Reading's had a heck of a game too. Pass was thrown there by Dylan Rose Bailey from Riverview, Florida. And it was once again, they got him chasing number 10 and threw the ball up underneath.
Give to Campbell up the middle.
Hello.
And they make a pile.
Gain of 2 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 8.
Team Sun is happy to have that happen. Looked like number 52 or number 92 was at the bottom of that pile. That's Tyler Jackson out of South Cobb.
By the next snap, though, Coach, we're going to be under 5 minutes in this game. So Team Sun has done an excellent job on this sunny and 53-degree day in Johns Creek, Georgia, of, flipping the field. Even if they don't score right now, they're going to put, the onus on Team Bark to go the length of the field to tie or win the game.
Oh. And Team Sun able to get back on it. It looked like they were trying to go the little misdirection right there with the jet coming across and the zone coming back the other way. But that is one of those timing plays that is difficult to manage. And it's, that's one of those things you're going to run, 400 or 500 times before you run it in a game.
So that brings up
Normally, of course, you don't have that luxury in a game like this.
No. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 13. And a lot of times you give landmarks to, your quarterback. And when you play with people that you're not really used to, you don't really know what game speed is like. So 3rd and 13 right here.
Campbell in motion. Rose Bailey pulls it down and takes off.
Wow.
Lowers his head.
Does a nice job of making a quick decision and getting, about 7 or 8 yards right there and making this a 4th and manageable. About 4th and 5.
Bailey out of Riverview, Florida, as you saw just there.
So they're going to go for this on 4th and 5 right here, as we expected they would. Gary back in the game for Team Bark.
Big play right here for Team Sun. Fires it out.
Oh, nice move.
Good job. He's going to be close.
It's going to be short.
Ball caught by number 3, Nicholas Buggs out of Campbell.
And then made a great move. Just couldn't get the corner turned enough to get it, to the 29-yard line where they needed to get for the 1st down. So it now turns over, with under 3 minutes left, to Team Bark have a chance to go down and tie it or win it right here on this drive. So we got what we wanted, Coach.
Ball game.
This football hotbed National High School Showcase Class of 2026 game has been a lot of fun, a lot of explosive plays, great athletes, and, you know, I've enjoyed calling it.
Yeah, it's always fun. This is the 7th time we've done this.
Yes, it is.
Powers takes a snap, gives what starts right, comes back left before it's snuffed out.
That play was snuffed out by number 12, Brandon Griffin.
That ball carried by number 23, Ashton Gaucher out of Campbell.
So number 11, Anthony Powers back in the game for Team Bark. I would look for something down the field rather quickly right here.
Yeah, you got to get the ball out of your hand. Oh.
Pass is caught by Gary out in the, flat.
You're not going to make any friends that way.
No, but, I mean, number 30 right there for Team Sun, Eric Johnson from Lawrenceville, Georgia, delivers the hit for a loss of about 5. And it being about, 3rd and 15 now.
Powers looking downfield, lets one fly to the middle.
I'll let you guess who got the pick.
And that's picked off by Markel Coffey. And Coach Chapman.
Well, there's
with Sun with the ball, I would say this should be a wrap.
Yeah, you would think, although Team Bark does have 3 timeouts left.
Okay, so if they get a first down, it's an absolute wrap.
It is.
Player of the game.
His name is on the screen.
Markel Coffey had several tackles, a fumble recovery, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
Outstanding game, young man.
And, I mean, it's one of those things, when you play in a game like this, when you play in a game like, the National High School Showcase, you want to pop as a player. You want people to turn on the film and say, did he make a play? And today we've seen that from a lot of guys, but nobody has popped more than Markel Coffey.
I mean, not only big plays, but impactful plays.
Nice job.
Because you can make big plays sometimes that have no impact.
Nice job right there by Xavier Butler from Snellville, Georgia. Kind of splitting a couple of defenders. So Team Bark takes their first time out. There was no gain on the play, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And Coach, you can go ahead and tell me, you definitely wouldn't throw the ball right here, right?
Oh, it would be run. If run. If there's no first down, it's a punt.
Okay. I'm going to make them use all 3 timeouts so that after that it requires a stopping of the clock by incompletion or running out of bounds, but anything, or a first down, but anything inbounds, clock's going to run. So we should see 2 more run plays and 2 more timeouts by Team Bark. And as you said, if Team Sun can get a first down, this one will be over. Team Sun got a first down. Oh, what a nice tackle right there. I thought Campbell was going to break free, but he gets about 6, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. There's the timeout by Team Bark, and that was an outstanding tackle. Looked like by Caleb Post from North Oconee.
Yeah, I saw he and Chandler Hall out of Marietta both there, number 22 for Team Bark.
I mean, when Campbell came through the line, I thought that was about to you know, veer
He's fixing to bounce it.
veer to the left, a little bounce to the left, and just take off on down and put this game away. But nice job of making a play, rallying to the football. And so now you got to do it one more time if you're Team Bark. Because that's what this is the most important play of the game.
Yeah, this is the ball game right here. Team Sun gets first down, it's over.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 4. Ball is at Team Bark's 48-yard line. Have to get to about the 44. Hand the ball off.
And it's really close.
I think.
Like they might need to measure.
Yeah, it's going to be close, and they give him the first down. So if that is the case, and that is the first down, then you know this football game is, for all intents and purposes, over. Just take a snap, take a knee. Although, you know, it may not be one of those things where you want to do that in an all-star, you know, in a showcase kind of game. I don't know if you want to take a knee or see just run every play out.
Coming up next, sorry for interrupting you, buddy. Coming up next, 1 o'clock, we have class of 2025. Make sure you stay with us. We will go off the air and come back in with about 5 minutes right before the second game starts back up. Sorry about that, Chris.
Oh, no, it's all right.
I apologize. I just didn't want us to not promote that. And they are going to go down for the knee down in an all-star game.
That's the right way to do things.
Yep.
It's the smart thing.
It is, isn't it, man? It's just like, nah, man, let's keep throwing. See what happens on that part.
Yeah,
that only happens.
Chuck it down the field.
That only happens in the pouring rain and freezing cold.
I've got that right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful time here. First game in the books here at Mount Pisgah Athletic Complex in Johns Creek, Georgia. Great gentlemen, great game overall. Highlights, give me some inputs real quick. Go ahead, Adam, you first.
Markel Coffee.
All right, I like it, man. I was enjoying. We got rosters. We were able to throw up names, and player of the game came across, and we had that ready to go. Idea-wise, good. It's interesting. First game last night, the final score was 14-9. Correct?
Yes, it was.
And now this is 14-8.
Yep.
So we've got a trend starting. The over and under are going to hit the books, and we're going to see what happens. I hear you on both of that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll come back and get ready for the class of 2025. This has been the 2026 National Showcase All-Star Game Football Hotbed, #Hotbed World. I'm Bo McMichael with Alex with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman and a whole group of great Score 58 networks on site. We'll throw their names up as time goes on. And thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you here in about 10 more minutes.
Live is the